Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this is my part 3 on what if Deku had Zinogre abilities, Raging Thunder Beast. And I hope you like this video, and hope you subscribe. Deku goes to school the next day, and was getting ready to fight somebody. And then All Might comes out through the door and says, "Don't worry, because I am here, walking like a true hero!" And all the students were excited to see All Might coming out. And All Might says, "Alright, young heroes, it's time to do some training. We'll do a very special training course. But also, you can have your hero gear with it." And all the students go into their changing rooms, and Zuku's costume is, at best, is roughly based off of the samurai, but with a light coating. Somewhat to a light armor, but not boxy type of version. So it makes him quick and agile, but with powerful defense in it. Zuku was waiting on the others to get ready to be fighting, and all of the students got in, and All Might says, "Alright, heroes, it's time for villains versus heroes." And All Might explains all of it, how hero team need to stop villain team's weapon to be going off, and villain team needs to capture or allow the bomb to set off. And Zuku will be paired up with Ochako and facing off with Bakugo and Ida. Zuku and Ochako think of a plan to get in, and Zuku says, "We're going up in the vent." And Zuku asks Ochako to use her power on him to get him up to the vent. And they got in. Zuku and Ochako walk in silent, keeping an eye on which corner where the villain team would hit. And Ochako asks Zuku, so your quirk allows you to become lightning?" And Zuku says, "Well, yes, but I can control it by having my hand throw it. Basically, I can create lightning. I mean, that's what the meaning of Raijun is, lightning dog, or lightning wolf. It depends on the subject." So, and Ochako asked a interesting question. How long can you have it on? Like, your lightning mode? And Zuku thinks hard. Now that's a hard question, but it usually lasts around about 15 minutes tops. But if I really want to go serious, it'll last like 20. And I go berserk. I do go berserk. And Ochako says, "Wow, your quirk is very versatile and powerful." And Zuku says, "Yeah, but it's very reliant on a recharge. It's basically like a battery. You have to recharge if you're damaged. The timer goes down real quick, but it takes time for me to recharge." And Ochako says, so there are downsides to it. But I prefer fighting at my best out of that. But when they were talking, Bakugo comes out saying, "Die!" And Zuku rushes to Ochako, grabbing her and pushing her out of the explosion from Bakugo. Bakugo says, "You're pretty quick for a she-wolf." And Ochako says, "Zuku, are you And Suku says, yep, and smirks, saying, well, he already know the trigger on how to make me angry. Go find the weapon. I'll take care of him. And Chaco says, right. And Bakugo says, where is she going? Going to find a weapon? Heh, whatever. I'll be beating you guys with minimum effort. And Suki says, wow, you're cockier than me while at the shrine. And Suki says, well, time to put you down a peg. And Bakugo says, bring it, shitty wolf. And Suku says, hope you like lightning combos. And Bakugo says, bring it. And Suku uses electric on his claws. And Bakugo dodges. Ha! Too slow! And Suku swings with the other one. And Bakugo jumps up on top of him and says, so! And Suku says, not quite. And backflips and hits him with his tail. Bakugo getting his breath taken away. What the? Why do I remember that? And Suku says, what's the matter? Are you gonna be bitching again? Cheeky bastard. Bring it! You shitty wolf! Suku charges his body, and Bakugo says, charging to make an attack, huh? I won't let you! Exploding Suku's head, keeping him, Suku getting winded by that hit, and Suku says, ow, that's it. Ah! And gonna bite Bakugo, and Suku then realizes Bakugo made a trap and explodes, and Suku getting hit by explosions from the head. Ow! Well, that's a headache. And Bakugo says, over here, dumbass! And Suku looks behind him, but Bakugo tricked him again, and hitting him back in the back. And Suku says, this is getting annoying. And Suku charges, and his lightning charged state is ready. And Bakugo says, what the hell is this? You can't handle my attacks, so you turned supercharged or something? And Suku says, something like that. Now, hope you can keep up. And Bakugo says, bring it. And Suku flashes in front of him. And Bakugo says, shit! Going for attack, but way too slow. Suku says, thunder, uprise! And using his claws, lightning comes up to the ground and making Bakugo go up in the air. And Suku then creates a fully charged lightning blast and hitting Bakugo, stunning him and capturing him, saying, well, you can give your money's worth. Ow! That fucking hurts! And Suku says, alright, time to ask Chaco. And putting his earclum, asking where is Ida. And Ochako says, up in the 5th floor. And Suku rushes to her at his supercharged state and outsped Ida. And All Might says, the hero team wins! And the next day, Suku goes to the lunchroom and eats his food. And when he does that, a girl appears and eats with him in the different side of his seat. And Suku looks at her. She had white hair coming on the side of her right eye and had blue eyes. And Suku says, can I help you? And the girl says, oh, it's nothing. And Suku says, I'm just asking. You can give any questions, I just don't care. And Rui says, So you finally got to UA? And Suku says, yeah, wait, why did you say? Suku then thinks in the past and remembers that you're and Suku says, jeez, I didn't think I meet a beauty like you again. And Rie says, beauty? Sorry, just your looks have grown and I'm just surprised. And Rie says, thanks. I don't know why, but you're making me flustered again. And Suki says, that's because I saved you from a bully group. What was that name again? For a life of me, I can't remember. And Rie thinks, I think it was Bakugo group? God! And Suku unsettlingly laughs, and Ray says, what are you laughing about? And Suku says, the irony. No, never mind about that. I didn't expect you to be in your way. And Ray says, don't always expect girls' quirk to not work. And Suku thinks, betting you saved people. And Ray says, it was hard for me to lift those robots, so I had to save people from them. Or from things that could be falling on people. And Suku says, not surprising. And Suku then thinks, do you still have that hobby of liking scary things? And Ray says, but so, yeah? Why? I think I got a freaking yokai attacking or messing with me. And Ray says, ooh, spooky. And Suku says, I want you to tell me what the hell is it and how can I get rid of it? And Ray says, and Suku says, it's good to see you, Ray. And the next day has gone by, and all of Class 1A are going to USJ. All of Class 1A had made it to USJ, and were introduced by 13. 13 explained how it can be dangerous, but also helpful as well. But when she was done finishing it, the League of Villains came, and the UA Class 1A, half of them think a training is already begun, and the 13 says, no, they're real. And all of Class 1A freaks out a bit, and Azawa goes and attacks the villains, and 13 says, wait, Azawa! And Azawa says, we need to keep them away from the students. Go! And then Tomagiri comes and says, we are the League of Villains, and we come to take the students. And Bakugo and Kirishima go and attack Tomagiri. And Bakugo saying, die! And exploding Tomagiri. But Tomagiri dodged it and says, now you face the true power of the League of Villains, teleporting all of Class 1A and half of Class 1A. And Suku teleported to a water saving ground and splashing. Suku thinks, oh no, not water. I hate this one. I always zap myself as a pup every time. And a water villain comes and says, sorry kid, but this is not a big, don't take it personally. And Sue saves Suku and gets Mana and him on the boat. And Mana freaking out as usual, saying, villains are here? I wasn't expecting, I never
expected villains to be here.
And Suku says, can you shut up? I'm already having a headache on you screaming.
Oh, sorry, I'm freaking out.
You would have freaked out more if it was my electricity. What? And Suku says, thank you, Sue, grabbing her hands, saying thank you. And Sue says, no problem. Why are you... And Suku says, I'm just thanking you for saving me, because I can't use my electricity in water. And Sue says, no problem, kiddo. And Mineta says, alright, quit lovey-doveying her, you fiend! What are you calling fiend, you purple grape? We got bigger things up hand, like villains! Alright. And Mineta and Suku try to figure out a plan. They start off with their quirk. Sue's was frog, Mineta's was pop off, and failing it on trying to make it impressive. And Suku's is Raijun. And Mineta says, why do you have the coolest quirk name? Because my quirk is based off of the Thunder Beast, Raiju, the lightning dog. So that means you could create current and use electricity similar to lightning. And Suki says, yes, but I haven't fully mastered it yet. And Mineta says, great, should we trust this guy? And Suki says, oh, that's it. And Suki says, no, devising the plan now. And Sue says, what? Mineta says, hang on, wait a minute. If you shut up, then you'll do it. And Suku says, Thunder Beast! He roars and lightning comes down, shocking the area of water. Sue jumping up, grabbing Suku and Mineta, and says, that was so fast! You nearly killed us! And Suku says, oh, quit it. You're fine, you crybaby. And Sue says, he's right, you know. Fine. Why do you always have to agree with the girl? Suku blush hearing that. Why you? I'll beat the shit out of you when we're out of here. Then Sue and Suku and Mineta land and see Zawa getting pummeled by the Mumu. And Shigaragi says, now, Zawa, it's time to have it fall. And goes for Sue. But when Suku grabs Shigaragi's wrist, and says, what are you doing? And Shigaragi says, well, you know, you're fast enough to grab it. And Suki says, well, you know, my supercharged state saw you coming. And Shigaragi said, now, this is getting interesting. And Shigaragi goes for another grab, but Suku dodged. Too slow. And Shigaragi says, wasn't aiming for you. Shigaragi goes for the ground, and Suku says, you bitch! And grabs Mineta and Sue, and jumps high in the air. Shigaragi decayed the ground. And Shigaragi says, Nomu, take care of him. And Nomu jumps up. Suki says, oh shit! And throws Mineta and Sue to safety. And Sue says, whoa! Suku, don't worry about me. Take care of Azawa. Get him out of here. And getting punched to the ground by the Nomu. And then Shigaragi says, you're fast, but Nomu's faster. And Suki says, please use the people who are innocent. And Shigaragi says, we lose some, but I don't care. And Suki gets pissed off. Oh, so we're doing this now. And Suku rushes to Shigaragi, going to pound him to the next day. But the Nomu grabs Suku's hand And Suki says, "What?" And Shigaraki says, "Don't you know? The Nomu was made to kill All Might." And the Nomu throws Suku, and Suku he's like a feather by the wind, but holds the ground, trying to stand up again, but the Nomu kicks him as fast, and Suku gets punted in the air so fast, and trying to regain cover, but Nomu came up and punches him to the ground harder than before. Suku, feeling his spine and his ribs cracking a bit. Ow! Then Shigaraki says, "Give up, you rat. There's nothing you can do. You're just weak." And Suku says, "Shut up. Shut up. You're dead." And Suku's skin was green, but turns into black. His eyes turn to red, and his lightning color turns into red. Suku has a little demonic look to him, and Shigaraki says, "Well, this is just a pity for you. Now we'll get rid of him." And Nomu comes and attacks Suku, going to finish him off, but Suku dodges the punch and says, "Why don't you go to hell?" And Suku kicks the Nomu up in the air, but unlike the Nomu, who gives a heavy strike, Suku goes for a barrage. Hell's lightning! And Suku attacking with every strike of his attacks, and Shigaraki looks at and says, "He's faster than before. How is that possible?" And Suku says, "When I'm done with this thing, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, you bastard! Hell's gone again!" Suku kicks the Nomu back, but the Nomu stands up. The Nomu sees little sprites of electricity, and they were going into the air. And Shigaraki says, "What the hell are these?" And Suku says, "Hell's lightning barrage!" And the red lightning goes and attacks the Nomu. The Nomu tries to dodge the lightnings, but they were following him. Shigaraki looks in surprise. Those things are tracking him like a damn target missile. And Suku looks, "You're not done. We're not done yet." And red lightning cross. And Suku creates lightning claws of red energy. And when the Nomu was trying to escape from the lightning barrage, Suku says, "Well, your nullification and shock resistance regeneration is impressive, but not until this!" Cutting the Nomu's head, and the lightning barrage attacks the Nomu's body, and burning the body to crisp. And Shigaraki says, "No, this isn't happening." And Suki says, "Oh, we're not done yet, you damn hand freak!" Then door was breaking down, and the person says, "Don't worry, because I am here!" And Shigaraki says, "No, this isn't how it was going." And Suki says, "Too bad. Now you're going to face hell! This form is unique to me, but I would call it Hellhound Rage." And Shigaraki says, "This isn't over." Getting shot in the leg and the hand by the gunslinger, but teleported by Tomagiri. And Suku says, "Where is that bastard?" Getting blind by pure rage. And All Might says, "Calm down, young Midoriya. He's gone. Damn it! I want payback for what he was going to do to Sue! And All Might says, I know, but you need to calm down. And Zuko takes a deep breath. And Zuko says, oh, hey All Might. Getting knocked out, succumbing to the injuries. And All Might says, he has so much interesting ways. And Zuko says, don't worry, I still have the eggs to make an omelet. And All Might says, alright, time to take you to the nurse. I don't wanna have ketchup on my omelet. And this is where I'm ending this video. I hope you liked this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time. Plus Ultra.